It's time for another Friday update on Canadian housing. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. I've got 4 stories for you, and this time, in a surprise twist, they're all good news. Don't say I never did anything nice for you. First off, I posted the first episode of the brand new MillennialMoron podcast this week. I interviewed mortgage broker Michelle Farrugia, who you may remember from the video about a pre-construction flip that went terribly wrong. We had a great conversation about that case, as well as real estate investing in general and some of the potential pitfalls for people who get in over their heads. If you want to listen to it, just go to my bio here, then use the first button to go to the podcast. If you don't already know, watching this kind of long-form content is the best free way to support me to keep making these videos. But do whatever you want, I'm not your boss. Next, Canada's inflation rate edged downward slightly to 3.8% in September, which was lower than expected. Between lower inflation, a weakening economy, and recent geopolitical instability, the odds are looking pretty low that the Bank of Canada will be hiking rates next week, and we'll most likely see them hold rates where they are, which should be a bit of a relief for variable mortgage holders. Next, BC has recently implemented new rules cracking down on short-term rentals such as Airbnb. They're tripling the fines for breaking short-term rental bylaws, and next year there will be a principal residence requirement for short-term rentals, meaning that people will only be able to do these kinds of rentals for the residence that they live in for most of the year, or for one secondary suite in the same residence. They're hoping that this will result in more homes returning to the long-term rental market, or being put up for sale. Finally, a bunch of people have been sending me this story about a couple from Fergus, Ontario that sold their home in Canada and bought a French chateau. As a matter of fact, this couple already contacted me all the way back in August. They go by Manor Maker on social media, and I'm currently working on setting up an interview with them for the podcast. But in the meantime, check out their account and read some of the articles about them because it's a really fun story. That's all for this week, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if you have some time, please check out the podcast because it really does help me out. Thanks!